All right, man, it's your boy James. We're in the Uber right now because parking was full because we headed there too late. We're gonna see how it goes walking up and down NAB.
I got big trees, counting my cheese. Tell me what you want, homie, tell me what you need. I got big trees, you ain't got these. Tell me what you want, homie, tell me what you need. I got big trees.
Registered, ready to go. Gotta have some fun, yeah, NAB.
She said, show me the Carfax. Dent on the hood and the dash crack. Smell lingering from the ashtray. Need new gears and it don't got airbags. What else? Trunk don't pop, but the wheel still rolling. The headlights broke, but the show go on. She peeped the mystique on my Genesis quad. Not talking about whips, I'm talking about more. Drop top beater. Parker call me Peter. Ashton Breaker.
So right now we're here at the Blackmagic booth, checking out the cameras, checking out some live streams. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of cool stuff here at the Blackmagic booth. For me, I'm really looking forward to seeing live stream capabilities. There was a lot of things announced from NAB. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it, so we're gonna go check it out.
Couple speakers, radio, no receiver. Gaslight on, but I don't believe it. Road trips in the cappuccinos.
One of the things I was really excited about Blackmagic is the DaVinci Resolve 21. It has been a complete game changer since I left Premiere Pro a couple years ago. Color management, the editing, it's so much easier. I'm able to cut through my edits way quicker than I have with Final Cut or Premiere Pro. So definitely excited to see what DaVinci Resolve has to offer. We're definitely gonna go check it out to see all the new fun things that they've added. There's definitely a lot of cool things with DaVinci Resolve 21. Being able to color photos like Lightroom in there now, absolute game changer. I'm definitely looking forward to using it with my next couple of productions. I know it's still in beta right now, but when it comes out and you get rid of all the bugs, they're going to give Adobe a lot of problems. One of the things I was really looking forward to with Blackmagic this year was potentially getting a new monitor. So I'm a Sony FX6 shooter. So one of the things I was really looking forward to seeing was a new monitor from Blackmagic. They haven't released one yet, but I know that we're able to use the video assist so we can get B-roll. When it does come out, I don't know when yet, I'm definitely looking forward to it, try it out. But until then, you know, it's a little disappointed, but my boy James right here, he's a Blackmagic fanatic. He's getting his own content too, you know. 2026, we decided, hey, we need to start putting out our own content and not just relying on clients to do work. So I know he's a Blackmagic fanboy. How you feel about that, James?
Well, I'm just talking crap.
Take a vanetta, waffling a stitch on a sweater, parakeet green on the letters. I don't be rocking the butters. If you see me booted, it's Mason Margiela. Double R came with umbrella, they tryna rain on my parade from the cellar. Only do beef from the farmer and Hyoko, dispatch it, I got no vendettas. I'm doing numbers like stars at the mix.
So I'm not gonna do anything crazy and ask you about what's coming out in the future. I'm pretty sure everyone has come here and asked you, but one thing I'd like to...
I wish I knew. But my question is always, if there was a FX6 Mark II, what would you want in it that you're missing in your current FX6?
One of the biggest things that bothers me about FX6, A7S3, FX3 is because of its 12 megapixels. I can't shoot Super 35 in 4K. That's one of the things that I love about the FX9. I use the A7 IV. I can do it on there as well. Both 24 at 60, the A1, because of its higher megapixel count.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. That's not in there because if they put it in there, nobody would have bought the FX9.
Right. We just had a conversation with some Sony reps. Try to stick some information out of them about potentially what's coming out, but you know, they're not gonna let us know anything. But definitely seeing cameras like the Burano in person, that's definitely a camera that, not necessarily saying I could purchase right now, but down the line, that's a camera that I can see in my future. The Burano being able to shoot XOCN, quality you get out of there is absolutely amazing. So, you know, I'm a Sony guy. I know I'm using Nikon right now, but Sony is where my heart is. I have 3 cameras in Sony right now. I love them to death, but you know, sometimes you gotta try new toys, and I'm in love with my ZR right now. Some of the things that you're able to do out of it, how easy it is to use. Definitely excited to see what Sony has to offer coming up. There are some rumors that are very interesting. Hopefully we get some new products. FX3 Mark II, A7S IV, we need that. FX9 successor, we need that. So yeah, we'll definitely see what they have coming up down the line. I'm looking forward to it. I am going to check out Nikon. So we're over here with Nikon right now. We're here with Mark. How you feeling today?
Good. I got a good vibe from this show. This is awesome. Yeah.
What is your experience so far here at NAB?
It's exciting because we get to talk with people that are in both the broadcast realm, but also the cinema realm. As you know, we're kind of photo-based, but now because of the acquisition of Red and implementing their technologies in our cameras, and just overall our Z series being very cinema-friendly and even broadcast-friendly, it gets us talking to a lot of interesting people that we normally wouldn't have spoken to. Yeah.
When you guys announced the ZR, I was quick. I pre-ordered right then and there, and I've been using it for this whole time. What are some of your favorite features with the ZR?
I like looking at ourselves on that big screen. I like seeing the levels being adaptable. Like right now we have music playing in the background, but because we have 32-bit float, it's very forgiving, and it even comes through on your Rode mic. So I love the fact that we can do really on the spot, kind of run and gun type of stuff, and you don't have to worry about the audio peaking or spiking because you can save it with that 32-bit float. On that ZR, I really love the fact that we have 3 different RAW types in there. It's ProRes RAW, it's NRAW, and of course our 3D NE, which I was just talking to the scientist right now from Red, and he was giving me, he's at the molecular level of how he can code the red code color science into the ZR, which is really fantastic. Bringing that level of color science to a $2,200 price point is accessible to a lot more people. So I think that's exciting because other than that, you're paying a lot more money to access like a Komodo or a Raptor. It's completely out of people's range, but now it's being available to the masses.
I've always been a big fan of Red. Now that you guys own them, is there a favorite product from Red that you personally love the most?
This one, because if you look at the back of it, it actually says Red and Nikon. So this is part of a new series that we're coming out with called Z Cinema. So Z Cinema are products that are a collab of both Red and Nikon. So the ZR is a perfect example of that. We initially created new Raptors and Komodos with the Z mount. So that was technically our first foray into Z Cinema. And we released another power zoom lens that was kind of part of that. But this is the first real collab of our technologies into a Nikon product, but powered by Red, if you can say that. So this gives me the best of both worlds because what this has is Nikon autofocus. It has Nikon technologies in there with X-Speed 7 that give this camera things that like some of the Red cameras don't have. They don't have that autofocus. They don't have that eye detection and stuff like that. So that's what I love about it.
If you could recommend one camera, a lens, which one would you recommend?
Well, for all around practical, I think the 24-70 checks a lot of boxes for people because it's sharp, it's wide angle, it gives you enough zoom when you need to get a little bit of compression, and it's made to the highest quality of autofocus speed. It's using what's called the Silky Switch system, spaced with magnets, and it's not only quiet, but it's very fast, and it's the most accurate lens that we have out here. Yeah.
I appreciate you taking your time to answer these questions. I had a great time here at the Nikon booth. Looking forward to what you guys have to offer in the future as well.
All right. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Yep.
But I've been touching my breath in a champion a check, cause I crave all the pressure, they cave under pressure, the difference is clear. Aim is a target in over a year. I bet you can tell by this Rick on his tactical gear. Yeah, I got remarkable range. Midas put fingers to fangs, and also the mains, so only the molars remain. I pick up a couple of chains, I bust down the plane.
All right, so I've been waiting for this now. I've been waiting for it since I got here. We're finally here. One of my most favorite brands that I use, I have 20 products from this brand, and this is... Hey, what's going on, guys? Gene here. I'm over here with Barry with Godox. How you feeling today?
Pretty good, man. How about yourself?
I'm great. Listen, Godox is my favorite brand. I have the 600s, daylight, bicolor, the RGB. I have tube lights. I just showed you the RS60s.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Godox.
We love hearing that, man. That's great. That's awesome that you're able to kind of do that with the different types of Godox lights and things that are out there on the market.
What are some of your favorite products?
You know, it's funny enough, the light you and I were just looking at, the RS, the bicolor, as well as the full color fixture, because it's like that Swiss Army knife of lighting, right?
I agree.
Any type of thing I might be trying to shoot, it does wonderful for me. So that type of light, I love the MLs as well, the little content creator lights.
I have the 100s, the RGBs. They're so good.
Useful for all kinds of stuff. And then, you know, Godox makes like every type of modifier that you can possibly think of. So softbox, lantern, whatever it might be. And it's real useful for those little lights as well as all the way up to the big stuff.
So I know that you guys recently announced something new. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
So Palette Lab is one of our new brands of lights. It's a color engine. So what we're talking about is the color engine of the light itself. The Palette Lab actually allows us to be able to do different types of colors with 9 different color chips on the inside. Now, what it does really, really well is it does white light really, really well. So people ask me, hey, so what's the big difference between using the Palette Lab fixtures and like an RGB WW? Well, with those 9 chips, we can create all different types of white light. And it's very useful for situations like this. We're standing in this lovely trade show hall with these LEDs above our heads. Yeah, and it's not all that great. So if we needed to mimic that and put that, we could mimic it come out of these lights. Also, it gives you really saturated color, which is on your shoulder right now, you could probably see. But it really kind of gives you a lot of stuff that you can kind of work with.
Okay, so out of these new lights, which one of them are the most interesting to you?
You know, I think everybody always goes for the big lights. That's the thing, you know, so it's like 1200 watts. Oh, I gotta have that because it's the biggest, baddest light that's out there. Sure, I get that. For me, sometimes it's the little stuff, you know, the 150 watts to 200 watts, because I can take that light, I can modify it, I can use it to place shadows right where I want them to be, or hey, I just need a little light over here to kind of maybe pop a little something on somebody's face for an interview. Those type of things are important because they're like the everyday things, but you want it to look the best you possibly can for all your viewers out there.
Like you mentioned about conferences, especially with lights like these, they're so bad. I cover a lot of events, and the Godox, my favorite kit right now, I use the old SL150 bag, and I have 2 100 RGBs and 2 bicolor 60s.
Right.
I use it for weddings, I use it for corporate events, I put them in the different sides of the room.
Because it's just so useful in so many situations. That's what I love about that light. And the RS is like that, and then you know, the ML lights. I like the fact that Godox makes a lot of different things to fit in a lot of different baskets.
So let me ask you this. I travel quite a bit for documentary work. What would be your favorite lighting kit, like minimalist lighting kit that I could travel with? Because, you know, traveling with 600s are not ideal.
No, of course not. You know, a lot of times for me, what we've been talking about, the RS is the 2 kit is probably one of my favorites because it, you know, it includes the batteries, and then I can slap the batteries on there, recharge them at night, and I'm back next day, I'm out shooting again. Also the MLs with the ways that you can do different ways of the batteries with BGO2, which looks like a handle, but basically it's a V-mount battery. There's also a lot of different ways that you can work with some of the smaller lights, all the way up to the light mounts. You know, if I want a small panel like the LP200 or the LP600, whatever it might be, those are great little panels I can stick together in conjunction with my cob lights to have, like, you know, a couple of key fill and maybe a backlight or a light to kind of throw up and put them all into a case that I can carry. Battery solutions are always things that we're always struggling with, all of us. So Godox has a lot of different ways that you can use a battery. And those ML lights, actually, we sell them with a battery that goes on the back and a Fresnel on the front. So again, there's a lot of ways to kind of make things look good, but to me, the little lights tend to be the easiest, especially with traveling.
Barry, I really appreciate you taking your time.
Yeah, man, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming by, and we're glad you're a fan. That's what we like.
I'm a lifetime fan. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Sure, man.
All right, so we're here at NAB. I just ran into Eric Seals.
What's going
The
on?
work that you do on your page, absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Very influential.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
It's definitely made me want to start my journey on YouTube too. So I definitely appreciate you. All the work that you've done, all the work that you talk about productions, I've already used it.
And I think the beautiful thing is for us supporting each other and telling each other, keep going, because YouTube is a very lonely thing. And sometimes you're like working late at night and you don't know if anybody's actually watching the video. So to run into fans and run into supporters and run into us, that means a lot. Thank you.
So what's your experience so far?
My experience so far has been great, but there's 2 different things, because I'm a documentary filmmaker and I've been seeing stuff that I might want to purchase in the future. And then there's a lot of stuff here that's just really cool, but I don't ever see on an actual set. I mean, I'm usually working on smaller productions, one-man band. And so while there's a lot of stuff here that's cool, I'm trying to search for the tools that will make me more efficient in the field. And there are some, but a lot of it is just like glitz and glamour.
Well, what was you looking most forward to here at NAB?
Well, I thought it was, I don't want to say I thought it was going to be new cameras. Not too many new cameras come out of NAB anymore. Like that used to be a thing back in the day. I saw that Kri8ed, I think I'm saying that right. They got a new cam that—
They got something really special.
Like they do. I was like, I walked by and I'm like, what is this over here? So I like that. And honestly, so I started on Canon, then I moved to Sony, and honestly, seeing what Canon's been doing with the C400 and the C80, I'm kind of like, they got me looking again.
I'll be honest, I tell my boy, he's over here too.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a little jealous.
I'm a little jealous too.
Because I've been with Sony for the past like 6 years. I had the A7S III when it first came out.
Yep.
FX6 when it first came out.
Yep.
And I'm like, don't get me wrong, I've never made more money than with Sony.
100%.
Not even close. But some of the new fun things that other cameras have, it is definitely a little disappointing.
Yeah.
But it's gonna come, but it's like how much time we gotta wait.
And it's that balance between, do I need this and will this help me grow my career? Or do I just want a new toy?
It's a new toy.
But I honestly, yeah, it's a new toy.
How long are you here for?
I'm just here for 2 days because I got to go back to work. I got to get back. Like being able to come here is a luxury. And so I'm only here for 2 days because that's the only way I can squeeze it out of my schedule because I still got work to do in the field. But I always want to see what's happening in the future and what is coming up. And so that's why I think it's important to be here. Last year was my first year. I walked in and my head was like this the whole time. And I'm like, what's going on? And now I'm learning to slow down a little bit, go to the booth, ask questions. And that's the great thing. There's a lot of just nerds here that can provide you with all the info that you want. You don't really know how equipment feels until you get it in your hand.
I always say that.
You know, there's certain, like the FX2 is an example. I walked by the Sony booth.
You would think it's a bad camera.
100%.
By YouTube, you'd be like, oh, this is
I'm
worse
like, this
camera.
is horrible. And then I saw it, I said, oh, I get it now. Just
They
from being
fixed the
there.
small tweaks
Yes.
that was wrong with the A7 IV.
Yes.
Overheating.
Yep.
Major issue. I've been
Yep.
at conferences where I've been recording 30 minutes and then I'll leave, go check another camera, come back,
Yeah.
it's cut off, overheated, you know? So
100%.
just that alone, A7 IV to another level, with
Yeah.
that being the FX2. So the last question I'm gonna ask you, so let's say you had to start from scratch.
Oh, okay.
What would be the one camera and the one lens that you would purchase right now?
Okay, so I just went by the Blackmagic booth. I'm a fan of Blackmagic and not a fan. I don't diss Blackmagic. I think they're great, but the cameras come out a lot fast. And so it's like as soon as you buy it, then another one comes a year later. On top of that, here's my problem with Blackmagic. The people who hire me don't know about Blackmagic cameras. And so my thing is, I need those people to know about it so they can rent it. The only reason I had the FX9 and the FX6 is because that's what producers are asking for, and I want them to pay for it. So if I was starting over, I would go and get either the Blackmagic 6K or even step back and get the older one, the 4K joint, because I did not realize it was $1,000. That's ridiculous. Yeah, you got to get a couple attachments so you can make it work. But at the end of the day, for $1,000, you're not going to get any quality better than that out of that camera. And then lens-wise, get you a standard zoom, something 24-70, and get you either a 35 or a 50 for interviews, and you'll be good to go. That's what I say.
I appreciate you taking your time, man.
Anytime. I appreciate you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yes.
We just wrapped up day one here. What you think about day one so far?
I liked it, but we came too late.
Yeah, we did. It was your fault.
Get the hell out of here. Wow.
You almost died this morning.
You stupid. You stupid. No, that's my fault.
Day one done, had a great time, spoke to a couple of people, got some good questions in, met some YouTubers too, so that's definitely one thing I've been wanting to do. Network. Network is more important than network, right?
Yeah, I'm tired.
All right, we about to check out day one at NAB.
No, it was cool though. It was cool.
It was. Day two, NAB 2026.
Huh?
That's James. We walking to the Uber right now. Really excited about today. We got a lot of good energy yesterday, met some good people. Today, the brands I'm looking to talk to are, I want to talk to Canon. Definitely want to talk to Canon. I want to talk to Small Rig. Kri8ed had some amazing stuff. So we're going to see how that goes. So I'm here with Jem. Listen, if you need all the tools to learn about what you do, grip, lighting, this guy's page is absolutely amazing. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling well. How are you?
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
So we're here at NAB. What is your experience so far?
Well, you're not going to believe this, but I think this is my 23rd time to the show.
Okay, so this is nothing to you.
Central Hall is like second home. For me, the reason I come to shows like NAB and I go to Cine Gear is because of my friends and colleagues now.
Networking.
So, yeah, and it's even, some of it's networking. Obviously, business happens here, but it's about seeing people, some of whom I only get to see once a year.
Yeah.
You know, and that's important. You got to stay connected, and the community aspect of what we do is so important. There's so many people now who share with the community, so I'm not the only one. So that's the part I like.
Is there anything that coming this year you're very excited to see? Any specific piece?
I mean, there's a few things that I think are pretty interesting here at the show. Not all of them are brand new, but we're starting to see them. Pixboom has a high-speed camera that's right around there.
Okay.
It's kind of the first affordable camera that you can shoot 4K at basically 1,000 frames per second or close to it. And when I say affordable, it's not $2,000 or $3,000. It's like $13,000 or $14,000. Before that camera came to market, people were using phantom cameras, and those cameras are really expensive. Yeah. NanLux and NanLight have some interesting products. Specifically, they have
Is it the 5C?
It's the 5C.
Yes.
So I think the 5C is amazing. I'm very excited about that. PMI. They make hazers and special effects things. They're right over there. They have a new formula that you put into their hazers and their fog machines. They're portable that you can use for special effects. Okay. But it's designed not to set off smoke detectors. And
that's happened to me too many times.
And it's a water-based solution. So it's not as thick. You can't really haze with it. But if you want to do dry ice and you want to do fog and things like that, you can use that product. So you should check. They're right over there.
So we're here with the legend himself, Armando. How you feeling today?
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm feeling blessed, man. So I saw your YouTube video, and this looks absolutely crazy, and it's needed. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so I want to believe that this is going to be the last charger you will ever need for your camera setup. So a couple years ago, I had this idea. I want to have a modular setup because it just becomes a rat's nest of cables, chargers, and sometimes you forget a specific cable or charger and it's a mess. I wanted something that I can just grab and go. So this is a modular setup that allows me to basically swap out any type of charger to, doesn't really matter what camera system you're using, V-mount, gold mount, Canon, Nikon, Sony. So right now, as you can see, we are running a bunch of V-mount batteries, right? And if I wanted to swap these out to gold mount, all I need to do is just press on this. When I press on it, it detaches. I'll just drop this in, grab my gold mount, and then just drop this into place. And by the way, this is not going anywhere because it latches on. So you can see, look, I'm like literally picking up the case with it on. You have to depress it in order to let go. Now, the cool thing about this case is I've been shooting in remote locations. Sometimes there's no power. I forget to charge my camera battery, a drone, whatever. We have this power share feature that allows us to, let's say we disconnect, so as you can see, we're not connected to anything. There's no power, but you notice we're still charging the batteries. And that's because it's taking the energy from this single V-mount and it's transferring over to these banks right here.
And it does it by itself.
And it does it by itself. And by the way, if you don't want to, you could just turn that off right here with the power share. By the way, true story, I was on set one day, we have a bunch of V-mounts, and we were running low. So I asked around, does anybody have any extra V-mounts laying around?
Nobody has one.
Somebody's like, I have a couple gold mounts. So imagine, I could take the gold mount energy, bring it to the V-mount, and we're good, because we're in the desert, there's no power anywhere. So we also have an app, and that app allows you to basically check every bank to make sure which one is charged. Like right now, it's telling me that it got disconnected. So it gives you all the status, and you can also set notifications to let you know when a battery is fully charged.
So everything is in the app.
Oh, I haven't told you the best part though.
I don't know if
I'm waiting for the best part. This one doesn't have it, but if you order, the production model will. So we have these PD Pro USB-C ports inside, right? You've got two here, and we got USB-C. We're adding two more right here. So you can close it, and Core sells these cables, so you can connect this to your RE, your Red, or this one here is an XLR. You can connect this to a light, like your aperture light. And now this becomes a giant block battery. Like let's say I'm doing a 2-hour interview. My camera's not moving, it's on sticks. I can bring this over to my camera. If I have 5 gold mount or 5 E mounts, I can plug this in. That sucker's gonna be on for days. So.
Man, this is absolutely amazing, man. I think that this is revolutionary. I know I'm purchasing one.
Thank you.
I've traveled, done documentaries, different locations.
Oh, you guys, yeah, you'll love this.
Exactly. So I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
If you had to start all over, what would be the one camera and one lens that you would purchase?
If I had to start all over, I'm gonna say right now, probably a Pixis 6K.
Okay.
And the reason being is because the Pixis, with the new autofocus, if I want to do for YouTube, I could use that for autofocus. But more importantly, I could do professional work with the Pixis. So I would do Pixis Blackmagic, baby, all day.
That's a great choice. I thank you so much, man. We love the work that you do, your YouTube page.
Thank you.
Your concepts, all the products that you come out with, absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you for taking the time. Appreciate it. So we're here with Walter. We're here at Tilta. So he had an amazing idea, wanted to check it out.
Yeah, so what we want to try to test out to see if we can use our PL to E autofocus adapter using now an E to Z adapter because it sends communication data from the autofocus lenses into the ZR. If we can use our adapter to send communication data into the ZR through this other adapter, so we can use our PL mounted glass on a ZR and use autofocus, the same autofocus system inside of the ZR, just like the Sony's focus is being used on our PL glass. We want to see if that can communicate through the ZR or through the PL mount into the ZR and use the full function of the autofocus.
So this has never been done before, so we're gonna test it out, and when we do it, remember to follow us and check out Tilta with all the amazing things that they do. Hey guys, we're here with Luke, one of the absolute best documentary filmmakers in the world. How was your experience so far?
Great. I resisted coming for a long time. These kind of big events don't really excite me that much, or at least I didn't think they did. And then a friend convinced me to come, and I'm really glad I did.
What would you say was the most exciting piece that you feel like, oh my God, I had to come see this here?
I didn't have anything that I was looking to see, but the thing I'm probably most interested in is the Ready Rig.
Okay.
Have you seen that yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
You know what an Easy Rig is?
Yes.
Yeah, so I've used those for a long time, but they really hurt my lower back. They're sort of, when you shoot on bigger cameras, they're impossible to hold all day for documentary work. But the Easy Rig is great for taking the weight off your arms, but it transfers it all to the lower back. And the Ready Rig is built in a different way, so it's the same idea, but it's built differently, so it takes a lot of that strain off your lower back and positions it on your hips and stuff. So in terms of like extending my professional career, it might save me. Yeah.
So I capture documentaries as well. What are some of your favorite pieces that you've used on documentaries, specifically for traveling?
My favorite lenses are the Laowa Rangers. Yeah, I think the DZO ones are great. They're just not wide enough.
So the last question I have for you is, if you had to start all over, one camera, one lens, what would you choose, specifically for what you do?
Probably an FX6. I don't own one. I have an FX9 and an FX3, which works better for me, but if I had to pick one camera, I would probably go with the FX6. What lens? I would probably say the Rangers again, except that they're a little big for that. So I might do, I'll say those because I think a zoom lens is probably the most useful if you're only going to have one lens for documentary work, and I don't love the focus throw on the G Masters. The manual focus is a little hard to get perfect. So I'd probably say that. I'd probably say those Rangers and an FX6.
FX6, I own an FX6, so yeah. I will say this though, I love the FX6. I've had it since it first came out. The C400 is so interesting to me. It's so interesting. I'm trying to stay brand loyal. I love Sony. They made me a lot of money. I love the work that they do. The colors have progressed so much from like the A7 IIIs and the FS7s, especially with like the A7S3s, the FX6, FX9. But it's 5 years in, C400 is doing some amazing work.
If you're making it yourself, get whatever you like the most. For me, it's about fitting into larger productions, and it's Sony dominated. So if I want to rent my stuff, I need to stay. I've got no love for Sony they're great. They make great stuff, but I would use any camera. But to fit into like the productions that I work on, everyone's got Sony stuff. So I'm kind of I'm kind of in there for now.
We are here, NAB 2026. It is absolutely amazing time. Meeting a lot of great people. Got to speak to some of my favorite content creators. Got to speak to Armando. Got to speak to Brandon. These guys are very influential in the work that I do, so that was definitely dope. There's so much gear here, so much gear. It started to get a little overwhelming, I'll be honest, because there's small rig and there's Tilta and there's like all these different brands, but taking it step by step, hitting them one by one, we're starting to knock out a lot of the ones that I really enjoy. Like I said this before, I love Godot, so I might even go back over there and talk to them again. But I think next we're gonna do Canon. I've said it a lot of times, I've said it to people I really know, that C400 looks like such an amazing camera. I am very interested in seeing in hand, because a lot of times we fall in love with specs and not necessarily the usability of it. That's one of the reasons why I really love Sony, and I've shot with Sony for so long, because it's very reliable. I know what I'm gonna get. Colors are great, it's very easy to use. And on top of that too, when you go out on productions, a lot of times that's what they're asking for. They're asking for the FX3. They're asking for the A7S3. See, you could just be walking around and find something very interesting. So I'm about to show it to you. I'm gonna flip the camera. This looks absolutely crazy. I have a cart, but it's nowhere near this size. And being able to put all this, oh man, this looks very beautiful. I just realized that a lot of times I'm looking at the screen, I'm not looking at the lens. So I definitely got to work on that. I'm definitely new to doing this, but I literally just found Rode. I've been looking for them the last couple of days. I didn't know they're all the way in the cut, but finally here, I'm gonna check it out. They have a very interestingly new wireless lav system called the Rode Link 2. I've used the original one before. It was okay, but once the smaller Go's and the Pros and DJIs, the Harley lenses started coming out, it became a little dated. We'll use the word dated, but this new system is very exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out, so we better see it right now.
I still got a schedule, one for you. Gon' pull the money out the sock of your shoe. It's written on your face what your body wanna do. It's written on your face what your body wanna do. Do it to me. I know this ain't real love, but it's still lovely. Yeah, we can do it day and night. Kri8ed, the most.
So we're here with Benja right now. We're having a good time at NAB. How you feeling so far?
I'm feeling excited. It's my first NAB.
Me too.
It's been really fun. I haven't stopped for a second, and it's day 3. So my legs hurt, but the energy is high.
Yes, I agree. Same here, same. So is there anything in particular that you saw that's like, man, I really do like this?
Yes, 2 things in particular. I think the Kri8ed, Vista. I was really surprised how, again, not a Kri8ed guy, we shoot on Sony, but I was just really surprised how tiny it is, what images I saw, plus the DZO-RL zoom lenses that they tease. I'm about to head to that booth because I saw a video and I was like, wow, this is like, I own an RL set, I own the Vespa 2 set, so I'm in that family. So what we're missing is just a couple of zoom cine lenses, and I think they would be perfect for me, yeah.
Honestly, what I'm really, really excited about is the Tilta Nucleus M that makes like the cine lenses autofocus. Like,
I got a funny story about this.
They're dope, yeah.
I was just there.
Okay.
I met them yesterday. I have the ZR right now. They wanted to know that if they can use my adapter to use, because it's Sony, to PL. So I forgot the other brand. I don't think it's Metabones, it's another brand. It didn't work. My Viltrox worked.
No way.
So I have footage. It's the only footage I was told from them that actually works on a ZR.
Should have charged them for that, bro.
The problem is my adapter's stuck.
They took it?
It's stuck right now. They're trying to get it off.
Oh.
Hey everybody, this is the Tilta booth over here. My name is Walter. I wanted to show latest development that we have with our E to PL E-mount adapter for Sony. So what we have here now is the Nikon Red ZR. The way we attached our adapter to it is through a E to Z adapter that has communication pass-through. So essentially, if you're using, let's say, E-mount lenses, like native lenses, on the ZR, you would be using this adapter to then communicate the ZR's autofocus to that lens, Well, the same way that it communicates to that Sony lens, we're using it on our Sony adapter. So now you're getting communication from the ZR sending information to our adapter, which sends information over to the motors. And now you have ZR autofocus on a PL lens using our motors to then run the autofocus. So if you could see here, you also have the ability to now change your aperture, same way you can on the Sony. And you got the same functions for tap to focus. All right, let's go back. There we go. There we go. You got tracking, you got tap to focus. All your autofocus functions on the ZR are now working with our PL adapter. So really cool thing. This is the very first video of like us actually attempting to do this, and we're quite happy that it actually works. So yeah, keep a lookout for the adapter. Any questions, just run it through sales@tilta.com and just follow us for more information and more updates.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
So 2019 going to 2020, I was trying to figure out my life. I was working for an electrical company. I was assistant project manager. We all know what happened 2020, company went under, right? So I was trying to figure out a way, how can I take my video business to the next level? Who do I find? Ty Turner. The words, the systems, everything that you put in place for us to learn, I absolutely appreciate it, man. One of the things that completely changed my life is, and he knows too, Thumbtack.
Absolutely.
The method of how to use Thumbtack completely changed how I moved as a business. Because before, I spent hundreds of dollars, no leads. I listened to what you said one time, the next 3 booked.
Yeah.
Booked. And I wish there was a way I could say thank you more than just saying thank you, but I really appreciated everything that you've done for me and my business.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure all these people have done it too.
Thank you is enough. I appreciate that, because sometimes it's hard as a creator, just pushing forward. You know what I mean? Just waking up and feeling like doing it again. And you wonder, am I helping anybody? Am I affecting anybody? But it's stories like that that make me put out videos, even if the last one got 150 views, because I know, I'd rather help 10 people than go viral with a vlog of me waking up and putting on my shirt, and you know what I mean?
Right.
I'd rather help 20 people change their life and change their business. So I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
That means a lot to me, brother.
Yes, sir.
It
Yes,
means
sir.
a lot to me, man.
Listen, we have the chef girl here with us right now at the Atomos booth. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I got to see a lot of creators that I see online, got to see them in person, and got to connect one-on-one with a lot of brands. So I'm feeling good.
Is there anything in particular that you are really looking forward to seeing while you're here?
Of course, I'm here at Atomos, so I'm actually looking forward to the Sumo Pro 19. I like it because you can have 4 SDI inputs. You can live switch between all 4 of them, record each of them in ProRes, and record your program feed, and then save that to CF Express Type B. So I was excited to see that in person, and they have the rack mounted version of that as well.
It's like, being here is like being a kid in a candy store.
Exactly. It's like Toys R Us is dead, but we got NAB. You know what I'm saying? So every year we gotta go to the NAB. It's like Toys R Us for us.
NAB 2026, absolutely amazing time. Network, spent a little money, got some great deals, but had an absolute great time, man. My boy James came with me out here, and we got some great content. Met some great people. I don't know what more can I ask for, so I think that if you have never been here before, please make your way to NAB. I know you might spend a little money and we're used to working, but you have to invest in yourself, and the people that I've met here today, definitely, that they'll help you get to the next level. So take your time, spend money on yourself to learn, not to just go out and have fun. Spend money, take courses, get a mentor, network, go to networking events. So it was absolutely amazing. 2026, Gene Civil, check it out.